I'm going to take one here. I'm going to jump ahead of you on one and just be a bully here. You probably know where I'm going with this. So we both have a selection in this category. I think it's the only one where we cross over. And I decided I wanted to go first so I could get my piece out. So, yeah, you know where I'm going. So
I do. I knew
Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh. Yours is more exciting. It's a rookie. It's more of a bold claim. So Josh Allen currently has the record for Buffalo Bill. Currently has the record for rushing grade for a quarterback. My guy in Chicago, Justin Fields. Obviously, everyone knows last year, 19 rushes of 15 plus yards, more than 8 NFL teams alone. Is going to break off some explosive scrambles. They're going to have some design runs for him as well. But I think the presence of Deontay Foreman, Khalil Herbert, Roshan Johnson, adding the wide receivers, beefing up the offensive line with a Nate Davis, drafting Darnell Wright, so on and so forth. And again, the volume maybe comes down a little bit. I think for his sake, hopefully it comes down a little bit. He was getting his hamstrings worked on the sideline half the games last year, but I think that efficiency stays sky high, and I think maybe he overtakes that number one rushing grade for a quarterback.
No, okay, I do love the shout out. I really do. I think that yours probably more realistic than mine. I mean, you mentioned that Josh Allen last 2 years, 2022 and 2021, have been fantastic for him. I believe, were both of those years higher than Lamar's 2019 season? Because I know Lamar is third. That MVP year, he had a 90.5 rushing grade, but I think Allen might have him beat the last 2 years. And it just shows just how good of a rushing threat Josh Allen is. We did overlap in this category. You mentioned that I have a rookie winning it. Obviously, I have C.J. Stroud. No, I'm just kidding. The rushing.
Aiden O'Connell, get into it.
He has like 2 rushing attempts all year, but they're just incredible. So he breaks the record. No, of course, we put stipulations into this. But Anthony Richardson. I'm predicting that Anthony Richardson could potentially beat this record. Now, he's a long shot. Of course, a long shot. I'm having a little bit of fun with this one. But Anthony Richardson, an 85.5 rushing grade last season, and that was a season in which he was really trying to become a better passer. If they wanted this guy to just be as deadly as he possibly could be with his legs, I truly believe he would have earned an elite rushing grade last year in college football. You also look at what Jalen Hurts was able to do with Shane Steichen, who was the offensive coordinator in Philadelphia, now the head coach with Indianapolis, and with Anthony Richardson. Jalen Hurts rushing grades in the 80s, mid to high 80s in both of the last 2 years that Steichen was the offensive coordinator. So he understands the efficiency, and this is no shot to Jalen Hurts at all. And he doesn't really even need to hear this because he's an MVP caliber quarterback, so it doesn't really matter. But Anthony Richardson, more athletic than Jalen Hurts is. I mean, and just certainly with his legs. And so when you take all that into account, I'm taking a little bit of a long shot here. I'm having a little bit of fun. I think AR can threaten this, especially because I do think that they're going to start him sooner rather than later. And I unfortunately think it's going to be a little bit of a process for him to be the passer that he wants to be or that he can be at the NFL level. And instead, knowing that you're going to be out there, yes, you're out there to learn, but you also don't want to lose games for your football team. I think they're going to dial up a lot of rushing with Anthony Richardson, having a 2-headed rushing attack with him and Jonathan Taylor, really just trying to run the ball down a lot of these teams' faces. So I think that there's a chance, but admittedly, I think yours is probably a little bit more realistic.